I hope you enjoyed our film, Bad Men of Deadwood. I think it's a pretty good film.
It was fun making it too, Dale. You know, we got some film I want to show the folks. These are pictures of our Liberty horses when we were training them, getting them ready for the rodeos and state fairs. So this gives you an idea of what we went through getting them ready for, take them out and put them in before the public. Now, this was our trainer taught him all these things, and I'd go down there and work with him, and I learned all the movements that you moved with the whip meant the horses to do something. So they're making a circle, and pretty soon I'll throw the whip this way, and they'll stop over by the rail, and they line up on the rail. The first thing I think they do is their front feet go onto the rail, and they walk completely around this rail with their front feet up. I think it's right here. Now this is where they're stepping up 2 by 2s. Mm-hmm. Now another movement we make, and it'll be 4 by 4. The next move will take them all in one big circle. Almost fills the ring up, doesn't it?
It's a pretty sight.
It was a pretty act. I enjoyed doing that show. It took a lot of time to get them ready and everything, but it was well worth it. The people on the road really liked them. I think they'll line up on the rail about this time. Here we go. That means from the stop and get lined up on the rail.
I remember how the people used to just scream when they did this.
That's Elmer on the right side. He generally misses half of the thing.
He was Peck's bad boy.
We used him as a comedian.
Oh, no.
Now they walk around the rail this way, complete circle, or whatever, how much time you want to use them. And then you take them off the rail. Now we just did this over and over and over every day until we got it down perfect.
How long did it take you to train?
I don't remember. It's over 6 months, 6 or 8 months to get them to where they were going pretty good. Now watch when I put the whip out, they'll put their heads over. See their heads over the ones ahead of them?
Beautiful.
Yeah. And then they walk off, and then they make another circle. And then they stop and put their hind feet up on that rail. That makes it a little harder.
I don't see how they can do that balance-wise.
Well, we'll just watch this. Everybody but Elmer.
He did exactly as he pleased.
Here they go. Now, certain movements of the whip that make them get up there. It's just a reverse of what they were doing before, except Elmer. See, he walks along there like he...
Look at him. He's still not up on there.
You have a straight whip and a long lash whip where you can reach around behind them. This is called the waltz. And they'd go a little ways and you'd make a certain move, and that would make them come back around and go into a regular little waltz. It was, I thought was one of the prettiest things they did.
The music, that was so pretty with the music.
Yeah, they turned two complete circles. Well, I thought that was pretty good.
Boy, that really brings back memories when we had those Liberty horses.
Sure does.
My. You know, I bet you it would be really embarrassing if you did the wrong thing and they got really mixed up, huh?
Well, you know what they do? They empty the circle and they're all over the arena.
Oh, well, Trigger was always pretty obedient, though. I remember one time, though, he wasn't so obedient, and you really talked to him.
Well, you know, they'll show off, too. They get in front of people, and they know the people are watching them, and they know that you can't touch them when you're in front of people. And I used to try to have to give little Trigger a little lesson every once in a while. Mm-hmm. He'd get notion, they get tired doing the same thing over and over, and he'd take a notion every once in a while he wasn't going to do this trick. Yeah. And I'd give him the cue, and he'd just stand there and look at me as if to say, nuts to you, you know?
Yeah.
So finally, I say, folks, horses are a lot like children. If they want to embarrass you, they do it. So I want to show you something. I pick my little quirt off of the saddle horn, and I give him a little touch like that. And boy, he starts going through tricks so fast that it makes your head swim. And that lasts for about 2 weeks. Then he tries me out again, you know. But that's the way they are, trial and error.
Yeah.
And,
I think sometimes, too, don't you, that when the spotlights hit them, they get kind of hot and they get restive.
Well, yeah, they get sleepy just like I do.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it.
Sitting here, I get sleepy, you know, when the lights are on and we're not doing anything.
Yeah.
You know, we do several of these at a time, you know.
It's time to say bye-bye. And we really hope you've enjoyed this time with us. We've enjoyed being with you, and we hoped you really liked Bad Men of Deadwood and that you liked Roy's film that he just showed you. So until next time on Happy Trails Theater,
Goodbye, good luck, and may the good Lord take a liking to you.